But seriously speaking, though, dude, Eminem, I think had he stayed with Detroit type MCs, he'd be up there. But let's get to our top 5.
Okay, top 5.
That's their top 5. That's their top 10. When we got a top 5, and our top 5 is hip hop. Period, and not groups.
Nope, single MCs. I want to look at this list like, okay, you know, like you can play Xbox, you can play basketball, NBA, and you can like play with Jordan, play with Barkley, and Bird on the same team.
Wow, yeah.
That's how I approach this.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get like the best. You didn't get necessarily the best 5 MC, but you try to put him in a position. So you might have a guy, an ill freestyler, who play that position.
Well, not necessarily. Okay. I mean, these are my top 5 MCs. Don't get it twisted.
Okay, get your top 5.
Okay, well,
you go first.
I think I'll give my top 5. I'll give my 5. You give your 5.
Yeah.
I'll give my 4. You give your 4. How, like that? Is that
okay?
cool?
Okay, 5. Going at 5. Who you got?
Rotate back and forth.
Fair. Say we did it on the fly. You said we work together. Black people can work together. I don't care what y'all say.
Okay. My number 5. You're not gonna like this. My man Eminem.
Dude, that's my 5. Swear to God, Eminem is my 5th greatest MC of all time.
He's your 5th. You know, it was funny thing. We did the producers. We did our top 5 producers.
Right.
Like a few, or maybe a couple months ago, and we don't look at each other's lists.
No.
I don't look at his list. I didn't look at mine before we do this thing. And our producers were identical.
Right.
Almost identical. I think a couple of numbers were a little off, but we had the same 5 producers. So it would be really funny if we had the same incident happen right now. But anyway, my number 5 is Eminem. So while we're on the subject, I think, you know, he's obviously a brilliant lyricist, one of the best lyricists of our time.
Right.
Came out with the Slim Shady LP, followed up with the arguable classic, which is the Marshall Mathers LP.
Right.
Slid off a little bit with a couple of his projects, you know, it's like the Slim Shady Show, Encore, not really filling those, but he came back with a Relapse, which I thought was a solid project, and then Recovery, I thought he knocked it out of the park. Okay. So Eminem is my number 5, and I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. I'll let you touch on it a little bit.
Well, when we talk about the BET's top 10, I told you where I stood on Eminem. I think he's a great lyricist. You know, and I talked about what I wish he could do, but let me talk about what's great about him. It's the fact that he did come through for a white MC. It wasn't like he was given a silver spoon, like, okay, you're white, we're going to make you to MC. He went up there battling. He didn't win contrary to popular opinion, he didn't win every single freestyle battle he ever appeared in. He got laced a few times, but he still kept coming back. And at the end of the day, he's a dope MC, not because he's a white MC or whatever. No, he a dope MC because he's a dope MC, period. And I'm saying dope MC because he's that guy. Okay. He's that dude. Okay, so at any rate, he deserves to be where he is, and he's one of the all-time greats as a result. Okay, so that's my favorite.
So I thought that was good. I thought there was going to be some beef there. I thought there was going to be beef.
No.
Okay, moving on. Number 4, my top 4 MC, the notorious B.I.G.
Ah, okay.
Now, see the number, and I know what you're going to say because you know we've talked about this before. If anybody wants to know the history about this debate between the notorious B.I.G. and Eminem, I once said that if Eminem and notorious B.I.G. were to battle, Eminem would win. Muff tends to disagree with me. If you want to go back,
even that. No, that wasn't the actual argument. I don't care what you say.
Oh, okay.
The other one, you said he was a better MC, dude.
He's a better MC.
All right, so apparently I must have convinced him. No. I spoke some sanity into his right-wing teabagger ass, and he understood that Biggie.
Here's why Eminem is number 5,
why is he number 5?
and Biggie is number 4.
Okay.
Because Eminem is a great MC. Biggie is the man. I mean, it's like Eminem puts out great music. Biggie had a great movement.
Okay.
He put the whole East Coast on his back.
That's your number. Well, I got a different number 4 than you, and I'll speak on that because he's in my top 5.
All right.
And I'll give my opinion, but I'll go with my number 4. Are you done or?
Well, I just wanted to say, well, you know, his movement was great. He was a great MC, obviously, one of the greatest of all time. That's why he ranks above Eminem in my top 5. Okay. Big up to Brooklyn. Go ahead.
Big up to Brooklyn. Okay. Speaking of Brooklyn,
yes, sir.
Okay. My number 4 is JayZ.
JayZ, okay.
And here's the thing, but I wasn't a guy that was always. I wasn't always a JayZ guy.
Neither was I. I got to be totally honest with you.
And it's funny because I had to grow to respect JayZ. And JayZ began to become prominent in a time for me where hip hop was going in a direction I didn't feel it should have been in.
Okay, we're probably
but that said, JayZ is the one MC of everybody here in my top 5. That's really, I mean, as much as anybody in my top 5 has evolved as an MC, I believe. Because he doesn't, even though he's older, you don't always see him rapping about the same things. He raps about where he is in his life.
Right.
Okay. Everything else. I mean, recently, and I posted this on our Facebook page and Cipher Facebook page
at Cipher Crew on Facebook. Also hit us up on our Gmail, our email account. That's kidandmuff44@gmail.com. You were saying something.
Now, what I was saying was that I uploaded recently a freestyle at a radio station of JayZ and Big L, and I think it was back in 1995 that they did this freestyle, and it still stands up to date if you listen to it. It's off the hook, but at any rate, JayZ used to have that rapid fire flow back then. Then obviously he's a lot different right now. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to maybe a song off, say, the American Gangster album, you know what I'm saying? It's very, his delivery is a lot slower and that type of thing. I don't know. Let me tell you what I struggle with JayZ though. JayZ makes great songs, anthems, and his quality of work is solely responsible for him being as rich as he is today, because he's that dude. Okay, really, it comes down to the quality of his music. But this best album, listenable album, is still Reasonable Doubt to me.
Really?
Yeah, because maybe American Gangster might be somewhat listenable as far as all the way through, but he's one of those guys, like some other people in my top 10, that struggles to make consistent classic albums. You know what I mean? That's why we needed to do another show with the greatest albums of all time.
Okay,
because that differs between the MCs, and the difference from the production and stuff.
I agree.
You know, and that's a whole different entity. At any rate, JayZ's my number 4. He deserves to be. You know, he changed the game. I think he's so regal to where even if you come at JayZ, he don't always feel the need to respond to you. You know, he's always like, okay, whatever.
All right.
You know, you see my wife. What am I answering you?
All right, we're gonna move on to number 3.
Number 3.
My number 3. Now this guy had to make my top 5, and JayZ almost did make my top 5, but he didn't. But this guy did. Rakim.
Wow. Okay.
My man Rakim made my top 5 because back in the mid to late 80s. Nobody influenced cats to get on the mic and flow like Rakim did. He is an icon by himself. He's a great MC. He was smooth. He has a voice of like a jazz singer. He's like the jazz singer, almost like Google.
And for you kids, Google Rakim if you. You know, a lot of y'all Rakim. Just Google him and listen to him. He changed the game. Real talk.
And I'll tell you something real quick, and I'll move it on real quick. That Eric B and Rakim. I think Eric B was like, I'm sorry, Rakim was the first MC.
The album that never happened, but almost never happened, by the way. It's a different story.
Well, don't even get me started on that. I'll touch on that for a second. But I mean, if you do Google them and listen to their music, they make Eric B and Rakim like paid in full. You can play that tomorrow. Real
talk, yeah. You know, it's funny because I said the album never happened. I think I was reading something within the last year where actually it was supposed to be like Eric B and like Freddie Fox. What? Yes, Freddie Fox, I think, was supposed to be
Freddie Fox.
Yes. And then it was, we got the, because I said, Rakim wrote Paid in Full. That dude was like in high school. He's like 16, 17 years old.
Right.
You know, so, I don't know. I mean, but here's the thing about it. And I'll go to my number 3, but to speak about Rakim, he didn't make my top 5, and that was hard for me to do because this is what I had to keep it real myself. We always, for years, guys like us have always said, well, Rakim is one of the best of all time. We went without really thinking about it. Here's the truth. Rakim has made, first of all, when was his last album? Well, he's made albums since then, but the only relevant album he's really made was in 1987. 86, 87 with Paid in Full. Since then, none of his albums have been relevant, real talk. Now, he's had some good songs, but the last good, memorable song he's made, really, was, you know the Legend, the Juice soundtrack. That's at like 91, you know, 92 maybe. You know, there's one joint he put out with Premiere like in the late 90s, you know, with the 17th letter or something like that. Whatever.
As far as I'm concerned, his legacy was already made. And
it was, I understand, but you know, just getting. Well, I'll go into that in a second. But let me go to my number 3.
Okay, your number 3.
Rakim, I respect him still. I just can't put him in my top 5 just because it's not his work isn't that much. But then that contradicts another person in my top 5, and I'll go into it in a second. But number 3 for me is Nas.
See, okay, all right, go ahead.
Nas is number 3 for me. The reason why Nas is number 3, well. Let me talk about the positives. It's all positive with positives with Nas. Lyrically, I mean, he's a dude where he's E.F. Hutton. You know, everybody when Nas opens up his mouth, you're gonna listen to what he's got to say. You know, Nas, he's almost too lyrical, ain't he?
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not gonna say too lyrical.
I mean, he's almost too. I ain't saying he is, but he almost too lyrical because he's too ahead of the game for people.
Yeah,
like his last album, The N Word, or it's really untitled. It was called Nigger. I think was really the actual album, the actual title of the album. You know, which is really controversial in of itself. And some of the songs, I thought it was really an underrated album. I really did. Cause you can listen to that joint and be like, wow, this dude is really just saying that stuff that rappers simply don't say nowadays, which is another issue I have with hip hop because Nas can say what it is that he has to say on that album, but it's not going to be really, he isn't really taken seriously by the kids who listen today in hip hop. They don't understand. This is Nas, man. He's saying that stuff, and also the fact that work he put in with Damian Marley, I thought was a great album.
That was
too. Very good. It's not a classic
good
album, but it's a very good album. And it's definitely quality work. Illmatic stands the test of time. Now I tell you what, you know. Kids can front all they want to on the old guys in their hip hop, but when they hear Illmatic, they recognize. They know that. They know that their dad at some point was playing Illmatic. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard to tell. New York State of Mind. He had the best producers, and he was a 19-year-old kid, and not one of those songs overwhelmed him. He ripped every single track on Illmatic. He certainly did. So, and really plus, he went through a great battle with JayZ, where he didn't get neither one of them. It was kind of a draw. You know what I'm saying? But he held his ground because JayZ really was the most popular guy at the time. You know what I'm saying? And Nas still came with that ether. It's like, what? I'm Nas. You know, what you gonna say? So anyway, he's number 3. Big Nas fan. And you can tell he's well read by his lyrics too, by the way.
Yeah.